everybody. Travis at Robb Family Farm again. Getting started on our next section of the video of adding this fence in. On that last video y'all seen, I had ended where I was fixing to knock this brace out, but then I got sidetracked doing other stuff, so I didn't get it done. So that'll be the first section of this video. This is actually Friday evening, so I got probably 30-45 minutes to work. I'm gonna get this one done, and then we'll move up the hill, start working on that one, see how far we get. But then I got tomorrow, Saturday, should have all day to work on it. So or work on fence tomorrow. Don't want to know what all we got in store for tomorrow, but we'll get something done. I don't know of anything pressing that I've got to do. We moved the animals on this pasture over here. We moved all that this week. So I need to drag this back pasture, but I also need to start burning, getting some stuff burnt. So just depending on how tomorrow goes, we're at least going to do some fence work and maybe burn some stuff. So like I did on the other ones, I'll get you on a time lapse on this, and we'll knock this one out, and then we'll go from there. One thing I do want to point out on this video, you see how these wires right here, this one's on top, that was on bottom, and this top one crosses and it comes over here, it's on bottom. That's one thing you do not want when you're tensioning these up, because they'll fight against each other. You'll still pull tight, but it's going to be a lot harder, so you've got to get those to where it stays on top all the way around. That way it's not pulling. Then you got to get this one on top. You got to swap them over. That way it's not pulling against each other as it pulls around the post. So we gotta get them straightened out. Then we'll get her tensioned and tightened up and be done. Cross bracing anyway. All right, guys, Saturday morning. As you can see in that video, it got dark on me pretty quick last night, and The big thing about the difference between filming with the GoPro and filming with my phone, the iPhone can film till it gets pretty dark. The GoPro, but this one I haven't, if it does it, I haven't figured it out yet, but it doesn't have the lens capability of that dusky dark filming. So what we're gonna do, as you can see last night, we got that last H-brace done down here. And so this fence, I'm gonna pull it all the way up around this brace and out to that one there. And then I'm gonna get it tied off to that H-brace, and then we'll take the mule with the winch down to this end to that last H-brace we built, and I'll use it to tension this fence off, and then we'll tie it off to this H-brace. And then after that, we'll move to the top of the hill up there and get that H-brace built. I've still got to do the crossbars in it and do the brace wires on it. We'll do that one, and then the two at the gate at the top of the hill. We'll try to get all that done, and then if we got time, we'll go ahead and stretch that fence, but we'll just see how much time we got after we get this. It takes a little bit of time tying this fence off to these H-braces, tying each one of them runs around and doing it the right way. I don't use gripples. I actually tie it, so it takes me a little longer. If you had gripples, it's not as bad, but I don't, so doggy's hollering. He wants over there with that female. So we'll get up here, we'll get started tying this off and go from there. All right, y'all probably didn't see it in that time lapse, but these are some ugly knots. You can tell it's been a while since I've done them. But I don't know what brand this fence it is, but I'm gonna tag it in this video. I don't like it. It's junk. So what I'm gonna do is get some of the gripples, and they're like T's. They clip on right here, and then they've got a spot you can run this wire through. Because you can see when I'm trying to tie my knots, it's breaking. 1, 2, and down at the bottom, there's 2 more. So 4 of those knots I tried to tie just broke. So I'm gonna get some gripples and hook them in, because there's enough on them that I could use a gripple. I mean, the gripple's probably $1 a piece, so me being cheaper, it's probably better if I use them, but I ain't gonna change up what I've done now. I ain't done gripples on any of these H-braces I've done. But if I keep having issues with this that I'm having, I may have to use it on this roll of fence, but I'll not buy another roll of it. I mean, because if I bought gripples about $1 a piece, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's $13 just to tie that off. Plus at the other end's 13, and then I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12 more tie-offs to do, so that'd be a lot of extra money. It might be worth it. I mean, because it'd be done in 2 minutes instead of the 10 minutes that just took me. But I ain't in no hurry. Just knocking this out little by little. So we've got that tied off. I'm gonna get the looseness pulled out of this and pulled down there and halfway tied, or just one leg of it to kind of pull it tight. And then I'll get the mule up down the hill with the winch and all the stretcher bar and everything hooked up, and we'll see if we can get this piece stretched. All right, here's my homemade stretcher bar. It's just 2 2x4s, and I bolt them together. Got 4 bolts down through here. It's worked thus far. I've been kicking around the idea of buying a real stretcher bar, the metal kind. As much fence as I've got on this property, and I'm sure this won't be the last time. Even when I get this fence done, I'll still be working on fence. I'm sure. I hope not, but so all we do is just tighten it up. And if you see in my other videos, you've seen it works pretty good. The game about this, putting the stretcher bar in, is you want to get it. Professionals are good at it. I'm not. I'm just a farmer. You want to get it close enough to where you're going to be tying the fence off to where you ain't got a lot of space in the middle. You don't want to get it too close, but you don't want to get it too far away, because then you've got all this loose stuff in there. When you tie it off and let the tension off, it gives it more space for the fence to be a little looser. Got that tight. So here's my chain. One end I just got a loop on it, and I just drop it over the top. The other end got a hook on it, so I'll feed it through the bottom right here. Go. And then I have a cable, a pulley on this. It's mounted. I leave it on here. That way, if I need to pull at another angle, I could clevis this to a tree and still pull. Like if I wanted to leave the mule over there and pull off of that tree and didn't have nowhere to put it right here, I've got a clevis and another chain in the back of the mule. I could just pull it and then pull at an angle like that. But I don't need it on this one. Pull on it and see what we got. I'm gonna back y'all way up here and get a better view. All right, here's an issue we run into. I've got the parking brake on, it's in reverse, but this thing is not heavy enough to hold its own when you get to pulling with this much power. So what I've got is a chain here. Right here, this chain. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook it around that tree and around the ball. All right, you can see right here I got to adjust the mule. The angle it's pulling the fence way up. I don't know how good y'all can see that. It's got it, here's where the top of the fence should be. It's way up here. I'd say it's probably a foot, and it's pulling it that way. So what I've got to do is I'm going to back the mule up toward that little tree right there and chain around the bottom of it. But then I also need the front of the mule. Let me get over here and I can show y'all. Because we're going uphill right here, I need the front of the mule probably maybe 4 foot from the post there. That way it'll pull it down straight and not uphill. So let me get it reset up and I'll pick the camera back up. All right, got her chained to that tree right there, to the ball, and then got it winched. It was still wanting to pull up, so all I did was added a nail at the bottom right there and then stepped on it and then hooked it under that nail so it's pulled down. And then right over here, I'll tie it straight. I want it an inch off the ground at the post, but I'll tie this one at the bottom of the ground since I'm actually going to stretch across this anyway for the next run up through there. So I'll tie that one at the bottom. But first I'm gonna walk the fence, make sure it's pulled just tight. Tight, tight, tight. That's the way I like it. Josh Stony Ridge Farmer's got a shirt that says, if it ain't tied, it ain't right. And you can see it's bowed, but that's what the line posts are for. Yeah, that's tight. I'm gonna try to see. That down there is hooked under that bottom nail, but I'll be able to get it up. I just looked at it. She's tight, so I'll get her tied off, and then, like I said, I'm gonna see, she's tight. You get it tied off, get line posting, it'll be good. But I'm gonna work on that next section first, and then maybe if I can get that next section done up to the gate up there today, then I'm gonna come back and I'll put the T-post in for the line post. About 4 right there and 4 or 5 down through here and then on up through yonder. So now all I'm gonna do is tie this end off. Somebody did that other end, but I'm not gonna video it again. So I'll have to trim. I may just be able to cut right here. I'll probably cut the far instead of right here. I'll probably cut over there, pull it around, see what I got, and then go from there. But yeah, trim that excess fence off, get it tied to that post, and I'll pick y'all back up and show y'all what I got. All right, got her tied off. Now, I'm gonna release the tension and see what we got. Not bad. I don't think it released, maybe 6 inches. You see that most of these, or a lot of them, not most of them, but these right here are what you call tension bends. You see how bent they were before here. They're straightened out. I mean, it ain't tight as a professional, but I'm laying on the fence and you see how far it's dropping, so it's good. Not bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this unbolted, put in the back of the side-by-side, go get some lunch, and then we're gonna go to the top of the hill, start cross bracing that one, and then the one at the fence up there, and then see if we can get this stretched after lunch. This section up through here, as you see, is gonna be different because you got such a step up from here, and it goes up, 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 and I've got a wooden post right there, and then it goes up, but not bad. But this is the biggest part. So when I tie it here on this post, I'm going to go across, go ahead and tack a nail in the bottom to hold that down. May I go ahead and tack that in completely, because when I stretch it, it's going to pull up hard to that post. So I don't know, it's going to be a different stretch going up so fast, so quick, but we'll see. We'll get her done. All right, we're up here at the next, this is a double H. We got one goes here to here, and then one from here to, there's a post right there. So I've got the cross braces, I just got those in. The boards are crossed, I just got these in like that. So I'm fixing to put the nail right here with the two hanging from it, and then the one up there with the two hanging from it. And then I'm gonna just record this in real time from this angle. Hopefully I won't get in front of the camera. I'll be on that side facing the camera. Kind of give y'all a real time updated, putting tension wire on it. Let's get started. I don't know if y'all caught that. I nailed the nails in over here, but the brace wire is going that way. So I got to put the nails in on each side of this post because it's going this way and it's going that way. Again, make sure your brace wire, when it's coming around here, doesn't cross right here. And then also down here, make sure it don't cross. Everything looks good. And I always leave them this long because I just wrap. And it gives it a little more tension after I pull. There we go. Almost a little bit that way. Not bad, but this way. Just place it. Alright. So we'll get the second one. Add a little time lapse in here. And then we'll move on. All right, that one's down. Now we're gonna move up the hill here, right there. Try to get those two done. All right, we're at the next section. Right there is the corner of the property, and that's that fence line I've been clearing with all the kudzu and everything. So that's a corner that's gonna turn. The gate originally was gonna be right there, but that's only like probably a 20-foot distance from the side of the gate to the corner. So I didn't want to put it that close to the corner without putting it on the corner. But then I didn't want to do that because there's so much brush over there in the neighbor's property. So what I did, instead of putting the gate there, I've moved it down to right here, which is a good, let's see, probably 100 feet from here to the corner. So I got an H brace here and an H brace here, and we're going to put a 10-foot or a gate right here. I think it's 10, whatever that is. We're going to put a gate here, and that's not my property, but you never know when you need a gate to get through, whether I have them come hay this or whether one day I would like to acquire that property. I'll already have a gate here. So, and then this will be the end of this stretch, which goes here, the double H brace, and then down to the creek bed or whatever, where we was just doing those this morning, where we stretched that fence to. So it'll come from there up around there and to here. That'll be the net stretch. And then I'm going to stretch from here down to the corner. And then I'm going to stretch from there, and I'm going to try stretch. It's a straight, it's got a dog leg, but other than that it's straight all the way up to about right there, up there where the pigs are. So that'll be the longest almost straight run of fence. So I'm going to stretch from here to there. That way I can get this tight, and then I could get that tight separately, and I ain't fighting with both of it with that stretch of that long of a stretch of a fence. So for now, we'll get this H brace done, and this one. You've seen me do what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 H braces now, so we're not going to record these, but I'll pick y'all back up when I'm done. All right. I think I'm done fencing for the day. Got the right edge brace and the left one done. So what I'm gonna do is something probably not smart. I'm gonna try to get this fence unrolled. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, because I can't lift it and put it on the back of the side-by-side. The only thing I'm going to do is either go down to the bottom of the hill down there where it's at, stretch it out around that H brace, not tie it, just tie it to it to where I can unroll it and won't roll up on itself, and then start rolling it up this hill and turn it and roll it out this way. One or the other. I don't know which one I'm going to do. I'm going to be the hard-headed one I am, I know, and try to do it the hard way first. I ain't even gonna try to lie to y'all. I'm gonna walk down through here, pick up all the posts that are in the T-posts and stuff, and I'm gonna try to roll it uphill. We'll see how that goes. I think I just heard a deer. All right, here we go. But I'm gonna do it in the time lapse. So I'll see if I can get it. If I can get it up that hill right there, I'll be good. I just gotta get it up that hill. So here we go. Look, everybody, my sweet wife walked all the way out here. Bring me some tea.
Just lemonade.
Or lemonade, whatever. And she walked all the way out here. That's because she's sweet.
No, she's not.
All right, got it unrolled. It wasn't without trying, I'll tell you that. Oh, it was rough getting it up that first big hill, but after it wasn't too bad. And then getting it around that corner right there, that wasn't too fun either. But we got her up, got her rolled out. So I was talking to you earlier about them gripples for the tie-off ends. I think I'm actually going to go get some. I'm going to get just a bucket of them and use them on these next two sections and see what I think. Because it takes me just as long to tie off the end of the fence, and it's not real good. But it takes me just as long to do that as it does to build 2 or 3 H braces. And it's wearing out my hands. So I'm gonna try them gripples on the next 2 sections of fence. This one that I got rolled out here, that end of it I'm gonna try them, and then that end I'm gonna try them, and then that short run I'm gonna try them, and if I like them, I'll use them on the rest of it. But I'll probably run and get some maybe this evening. Ain't sure yet what we're gonna do. Wife's headed to the grocery store. When she gets back, we're gonna feed, and then we're gonna run to some friend's house. So I ain't gonna do a whole lot. I do gotta cut, when I cut this off that roll, I gotta take it on the back side of this wild cherry tree here, which is probably gonna come down, but I don't know if I'll cut it down before I get this fence run. And then I gotta come back. There's a mess of wire right here around that post. I gotta get it up. And there's one other tree down there I may have to, I don't know if y'all seen it right at the top of that hill. I may have to cut it down, but it's just one of these privy hedge, little trash trees like that right there. May have to cut it down to get the fence on the other side of it. But made good progress today. I'm satisfied with it. So we're out of the woods now. We'll be in the open here, and then all the way down through there should be an open. I ain't done cleaning out that fence line yet, but hopefully it won't take too much. All right, I got down here, picked up all the posts and the piece of fence I had laying right there. Picked up a few random trash, because this used to be where they dump trash. So there's some here and there's some farther up in that gully up there. But picked up some trash and couldn't resist it. Went ahead and tied this off. Everything but those bottom 1, 2, 5. Those bottom 5 right there. Everything else is tied off. And then you'll see the post is to the left of the fence, and this tree right here. Let's see, the fence is here. The post is there. This tree right here is in the middle. So I'll end up cutting it down. Getting the fence on the other side. And then it'll run straight up. That right there is the post and the H brace at the top of the hill, kind of lined up there. So that line's pretty straight. That's a good one. I don't normally get them that straight. But I'm gonna end this video here. Sun's going down. I'm done for the day. We're gonna go feed and get the back of the side-by-side cleaned out. Got 20 T-posts I'm gonna bring down here. I don't know if I'll make it tomorrow, maybe Monday evening. Got 2 showings in between church tomorrow and a house showing probably Monday, so probably won't even get no more work done until next Thursday. We'll see, but put 3 T-posts here, 4 down through here, only because it goes downhill. So I'll put 1 right here close, and then 1 at the bottom of the hill right there, and then probably 2 more out through there. And this piece will be done. But I ain't even gonna put them in until I get that piece stretched. And then I'll run all the T-posts, get my electric ran tied in over here. And I'll go ahead and run it up there to the hill to that gate where I just stopped the fence at. And it'll go under the ground right there to the other side. But got cattle panels here that'll go from here, from this post over to that post, and I'll get my electric ran along the edge of those, and then along the edge of this, all the way up to there. And then I'm going to move these 2-wire electric and let them have this whole area, the woods, the field, everything for now. And hopefully by next spring I'll have all this perimeter done, and I'll just have to divide it with that electric. So I'm sure I'll have it done by next spring, but who knows what's going to happen between here and next week or next month. So thank y'all for watching. We'll try to start getting videos out, like I said, on a regular basis. I'll try to get this one done and post it here the next day or 2. Again, thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned. See what else we can get into. See how long it takes me to get this fence done. And here in the next couple weeks, I'll throw this in here. I'll have a forestry mulcher coming through. My brother actually is going to clean out this whole area, all right here, and then back up to the field. So all this will be open pasture. And then I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see that's the field up there. I'm going to come straight across. There's a little nub that sticks out right there of woods. Come straight out and clear that out, except for one big tree. So we'll have some more grass next year. And then on the other side of the field up there, probably about 20 foot up into the woods, he's going to clear it out for me. So that's coming up, and I'll get that on video. But again, thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all next time.